What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Hello? Are you guys okay? Are you guys all right? Is everyone okay here? What's good, Clan Mix in chat? Yeah, what are we talking about? That's the first comment? The first comment is Trey Fox? That's the first comment we got? Rangers won. I don't. They won like what? God, baseball, so many games. So many games. Jeez, baseball players play so much. Honestly, I don't see how y'all watch it. I don't see how you can do it. Don't get sucked into baseball, Clan. I don't even like baseball. Yeah, I don't even like baseball like that. 162 regular season games is a lot. That's so much. You say you're not a Cowboy fan anymore, right? No, it doesn't work like that. I'll be a Cowboy fan forever, but I'm not watching them. I don't care. I won't be watching them for a while. Till Jerry's gone. But yeah, I'll never not be a fan. Like, I can't just not be a Cowboys fan, you know? It doesn't really work like that. At least for me, anyways. So, didn't mean to do that. They traded Micah Parsons. They're just stupid, bro. Like, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of the discourse, too. Like, you can't talk. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I gave up too quickly, but it feels virtually impossible to talk to Cowboys fans, man. I remember when Dak Prescott first became the quarterback, and we knew what was going on with Tony. We knew that it was near the end of his career, and he just wasn't going to be able to survive in the NFL that much longer. And Dak Prescott was doing a fine job, and every single Cowboys fan was upset, saying like, I don't want him on my team. And some people saying some very like racist things too, and I'm just like, I don't want to interact with Cowboys fans anymore. And then every year it's the same thing, like, well, we could do this, we could do that. No, we're not doing anything. I wish people would just turn the table on Jerry Jones. I remember over a decade ago I was complaining about Jerry, and this is when I had a pretty decent size Instagram account for the Cowboys. I had a Cowboys fan account, and I would talk to people all the time, man, and it's like I was blown away by the amount of people that played defense to Jerry Jones. It was incredible. Bro, I'm a Colts fan. I know the pain. At least you won a championship like in this century. When did they win? 2006? Didn't you win like 2009 or something like that? I think it was 2009. Wait, was it 2009? When did the Colts win? 2006? It was 2006 because oh yeah, it was 2006. I was in middle school. I was like, did we move? 'Cause I was thinking, where was I living? Yeah, my parents had moved. We had moved somewhere. Yeah. Well, we haven't won a decade before that, so. It's so many toxic Cowboys fans. It's like the worst fan base, bro. It's the worst fan base. You can't talk to these people. You can't have a conversation about the issue. I've always said this. I never care about what they do. I don't care about the players. I don't care about the coaches. I don't care about any of it. It starts with Jerry. He is the common denominator over the past 3 decades. And you can't just ignore that, right? Like, you can't trust anything that he does. because everything he does is in the name of his ego. So it'll just never work. And football isn't like basketball, right? Where you can like put a pretty talented team together and maybe scrape away with a championship, maybe two in basketball. In football, you can't do that. Like, everybody needs to be on the same page. Everybody needs to be competent, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of luck involved in football too, and you can't shoot yourself in the foot. But if you have a dynamic where no one knows like who's in charge, and this guy trusts the coach, this guy doesn't really, this guy looks up more so to what the ownership is doing, this guy like, do we follow this player? Like, it's just all over the place as far as the leadership and the vision, and that the higher ups are the ones that's really putting this team together. And it just doesn't work like that. Like, it has to be from the top down, everyone on the exact same page, and you know what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, you can have the perfect team and still lose a game based on just like one play not going your way. So you cannot, you have to be virtually perfect in football to win championships, because shooting yourself in the foot too much is just not going to work. And the Cowboys, because of this lack of leadership, because of this just stay in the box vision that every single one of our coaches end up having, we just crumble in the playoffs. We'll be talented enough to make playoffs and they just crumble. They're not good enough because there is no true leadership. Yeah, Jerry, the reason why we haven't won anything and his son is worse. I don't buy into his son is worse. Okay, I haven't seen his son as being like the head honcho yet, right? We haven't seen it. I don't want to put that on them, because Jerry Jones' ego is so massive. It's hard for me to even envision someone having an ego as bad as Jerry Jones. I don't think you get worse than Jerry Jones, honestly. I don't even know what worse than Jerry Jones would look like. Like, right now, you're enjoying like a little bit of mediocrity and losing the playoffs. Like, I don't know if, like, I'd rather just lose all my games at that point. Like, I don't know what's worse than Jerry. I don't even know what that would mean. I don't know if his sons are, because worse than Jerry would mean, I don't know what that means, because we won 2 championships and then Jerry fired the coach. I don't know how you get worse than that. I don't buy into this person's going to be worse than Jerry. I don't know what's worse than Jerry as an owner, honestly. He's a horrible owner. True. Yeah. I don't know what's worse. What's worse than firing a coach after 2 championships? I can't even picture anyone else doing that than Jerry Jones. Has any other NFL coach done that? Not NFL coach. Any NFL owner done that? Fire a coach after 2 championships? Imagine Bill Belichick after his 2nd championship, he gets fired. Like, it's I can't comprehend it. I've never seen a championship in real life. Yeah. Do not be quick to. Yeah, I'd never seen the championship either. I think I was like 2 years old. Like, do not buy into this person's going to be worse. There is no one worse than Jerry. Saw a quote that said Jerry Jones loved the pain on why he hasn't hired a GM. Yeah, that too is like making yourself the president, the GM, it's like, this is a whole nother level of ego, man. I don't think his sons would be that bad. And compared, like, because at the end of the day, you just need a competent, right? A competent owner that lets other people do their jobs. Jerry doesn't do that. Jerry doesn't let other people do their jobs. I remember I was watching the what's that guy? What's the not the documentary, but they do it every year where they follow a team around and you get to see the behind the scenes. What's that called? What's that show called? I don't remember what the show's called. But they did it with the Spurs, or not the Spurs. They did it with the Cowboys. Hard Knocks, that's right. They did it with the Cowboys, and I still remember this, that Jerry Jones was having like a McGriddle or something like that. And he asked them, he was on a voice call, and he asked if Dak Prescott could work out at all while he was injured. And they were like, yeah, Jerry, we can't do that. And he said, well, can he just throw the ball a little bit? Like, what are you talking about? This is the dude this is a guy that does not believe, like, he's a guy that believes he's smarter than everybody. He doesn't believe a doctor is smarter than him. He doesn't believe a NFL coach is smarter than him. The last evolution of Jerry, the last step was just to make himself the head coach. He doesn't think anybody is smarter than him. No humility whatsoever. I have a hard time believing that his sons won't at least allow a doctor to do their job, you know? The fact that he was actually asking, like, can Dak Prescott actually do something? And they had to say no like 5 times. It's like, this dude's an idiot. He's a rich idiot. What's up, Clan? What's up, man? That's why we got to be happy that we got the San Antonio Spurs, okay? It's funny you mentioned him. Hold on. I think I have something. I just saw a very weird comment. Clan the zone out fan. No. I wasn't zone out. I was looking at this comment and I was like, I'm so confused on what's going on here. So I posted this 12-year difference, right? Because it said here, like, post something about your senior year versus now. And I was like, oh, that'd be fun. And I just posted this, right? And like, I don't understand this. I won't forget to come back when the season starts and Castle is starting over Harper. Okay. What is this? What? I don't know. And then this person says, bro, no offense, but like, you do have a gay look to you. Am I right? What? I think this guy just called me cute. I think that's what just happened. That's inappropriate. No, I think he called me cute. I think that's what just happened. I have no idea what this means. Pause. I don't know what to say. I think he called me cute. I don't even know how to respond. Do I respond to this or do I just leave it? I'm a little confused. I'm gonna say thank you. I don't know. I just, yeah, thank you. I don't really know what's going on here. That's why I was confused. I was like, what is up with Twitter is like the worst place ever. Yeah, it's just people hating. What was that on your head? Like, really? Just a beanie? It's like a beanie with a visor on it. What was that on your head? Wow. Just hating. I mean, I guess I would too, looking like this. I get it. I get it. I don't know. Very strange. Bro was aura farming in 2013. It's just a regular picture. I don't get. It's not an aura farm. It does look like a kind of a professional picture. It wasn't though. My friend just took it for me. Oh no, actually, she did have a nice camera. Yeah, for a minute I thought this was on a phone, but no, she actually had a really nice camera. I don't even remember what kind of camera it was. It was a nice camera though. And then this was just in Japan. Goes hard. This goes hard. I'm not gonna lie. This goes hard. This goes hard. Yeah, people just hate on you, bro. Okay, let me go to where I was going to before I got distracted. That threw me off. I was like, what is going on? What are we talking about? All right, let's see. Oh, so guys, guys, I got something for you. Okay. Excuse me. I got something for you. So as you guys know, there has been speculation. It feels like every offseason, because how many off seasons has it been since getting Wemby now? Has it been 2 or 3? I'm bad at math, chat. Has it been 2 or 3? We got him. We had an off season, and this was his second season. So it's been 2, right? We've had 2 off seasons, and it seems like during the first off season and now this off season, people continuously talk about Wembanyama getting bigger, right? Now, the first time, I think there was a report that he gained like 30 pounds, and I thought that was ridiculous, right? There was no way that he gained 30 pounds in the course of like a couple months. That's not healthy. And you know, knowing how everything or how his team has been handling his health and how they handle everything pertaining to Wemby, there's no way in the world that they would have tried to put that much weight on him. Like, that's not going to happen, right? So I just wasn't buying it. Nor have I seen that big of a shift as far as his weight, right? I've seen a little bit more muscle or whatnot, but there's a picture that just got released, and I have to say, Wemby definitely looks bigger. Like, I don't think that there's any and ifs or buts about it. Wemby looks bigger. So this is him at the hoop gambit, and as you can see, he is definitely getting some size on him. Now, as you know, because he might have just got done with a workout, right? As you know, you work out, your muscles get a little bit more defined, it's a little bigger. But I have to say, just from this image alone, he looks bigger. His calves look bigger, his shoulders look big. I don't know, guys. I don't know. He just looks stronger. He looks much stronger. Like, if you compare him to his rookie year, here, I'll just go to, you can just Google search it, Wemby rookie year. Check this out. So let's see. Let's just grab a random picture. 2023. Here we go. And you know what? This is actually a good comparison because this is during a game, right? So it makes sense to compare. So if he was working out, it's fine to see. So we can see him here. So this is him during his rookie season. And this is this pic. Well, actually, hold on. All right, let's go back and forth. He is definitely bigger. Like, there's no, yeah, he's definitely bigger. So what does this mean? Well, a lot of people try to bring up, especially Shaq, which is very stupid, tries to bring up that Wembanyama doesn't pound in the paint, right? Or that he just gets bullied at times and all he does is just take outside shots. I'm telling you this right now, if Wembanyama has a little bit more strength on him, I really don't know who stops him at all, right? He doesn't have to be somebody that just piles down to the rim like Giannis or anything like that. He can be pretty finesse, but I just don't really know what you do. I don't know what you do if he gets more strength at this point. I'm not expecting him to ever be, and this might be controversial, I'm not expecting him to ever be as strong, and he doesn't have to be as strong as like Tim Duncan, right? Tim Duncan was very strong. Tim Duncan was very strong. You say he looks a little bit like Tim Duncan with the shaved head, a little bit. But Timmy was very strong. And I'm not expecting him to get to that point, nor does he have to, right? And it's a different NBA nowadays. And the guys that Tim Duncan were going against, Wemby has a different type of skill set that he has to go against nowadays. So we don't really have to worry about that. But my God, man, if he can just go pound to pound with some of the more strong centers in the NBA, the main thing with Wemby that I've seen that has, I don't want to say worried me, because it hasn't worried me. I just knew that he just needed a couple more off seasons or whatnot to deal with. But it's those really, I don't know a better word to say this. Okay, pause on this. But like beefy guards, right? Like those very sturdy, strong guards that can be a little bit lower on him. That throws off his center of gravity a little bit, right? Where he didn't have a lot of like core strength to combat it, and they can just kind of swipe at the ball. Even though he's really good with his handles, they can kind of swipe at the ball and get a little physical with them. He always struggled with those guys. And if he can add that strength and they can't, I don't want to say bully him because they can't bully him, but they can't give him any issues whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know who stops him, honestly. Like right. Like a Lou Dort. Right. Those types of players. They always give Wemby some trouble. Like he can handle a Chet Holmgren. He can handle most centers in the NBA. It's just these and power forwards in the NBA. It's just these small forward, even sometimes shooting guards, really strong guys that can really throw him off and what teams usually throw at him. Right, Desmond Baines. Yeah. Now he did make Desmond Baines look kind of silly one of those games, but yeah, a Desmond Bain type, you know. And if he adds that strength and they can't really do anything about it, I didn't see him being pretty unstoppable, man. I see him being pretty unstoppable. So he looks good. He's getting stronger. It's very obvious. Dylan Brooks type. Yeah, very obvious. And yeah, we should be excited. He looks good. He looks nice and healthy. So, and we've gotten no negative news, by the way. I try to keep up with everything. No negative news pertaining to his health. He looks healthy. Everyone's expecting him to just be ready to go day one. We didn't hear anything new on the Sohan situation. The last thing we heard is that he should be fine as well once the season starts. So hopefully we're going to the season with a full, healthy roster, and we're gonna really make some guys look bad. But yeah, we look good. I'm gonna go to this game this year. Should I go when the Spurs play the Lakers or the Bucks? Well, I got a couple questions. Okay. Number one, when are these two games? That's the first question. Is Wemby still on blood thinners? I don't think so. We haven't really heard anything. I think that's some information we just wouldn't be privy to. Well, I'm saying, okay, January 7th and January 15th. Okay, so they're super close to each other. I'm gonna say Bucks. If you could see Wemby versus Giannis, I would go with that one. If you do Lakers, I mean, I wouldn't do the Lakers. Not only is it going to be stupid expensive, but I think you're going to get a better Wemby game, Wemby performance going against the Bucks. Yeah, Giannis and Wemby matchup was like the best, one of the best games too. Have you seen the Sohan commercial? No. From his country, I assume? No. We got a Sohan commercial? What is it? You tell me what it is. You tell me what it is. You tell me what it is. By the way, I do want to mention that this live stream, I'm going to have way more stuff on it pretty soon, but I want you guys to know that this live stream is sponsored by Sleeper. So big shout out to Sleeper. It is fantasy sports. And yeah, we'll have more on it soon. But if you guys are interested whatsoever, please sign up with my promo code CLAN. It's just CLAN. Hold on, I'm stupid. I can just bring this up. Boom. There we go. You use that code. Look and look for the Sohan commercial for me. I'm very interested in it. But soon I'll be able to walk you guys through everything on Sleeper. Right now, just getting some stuff riled up. But yeah, feel free to sign up if you guys want to support your boy. At the very least, just sign up and use my promo code. That's all you got to do. And check it out. Check it out. I had to make sure when I put that video, because you can see the video on the, wait, would it be my left? Oh wait, it'd be my right. Wait, it's your left, my right. Wait, no, it's my left, your right. Wait, no, it's my left. Wait, it's my left and your left. Okay, but I had to point right. It's stupid. It's stupid. But when I was first putting that video in there, dude, it was so loud. I was gonna blast your guys' ears. Okay, it's a nice little tune to it, but it is loud. It was really loud, so I just turned it off. But yeah, sign up. Really good stuff. In our upcoming live streams, we'll have more info on all of that. But use the promo code. You think he promoted on X? Well, you lost a little bit. I'll be honest with you, man. You lost a little bit of credibility by saying X and not Twitter. But that's okay. I won't yell at you. All right, let's go to Twitter. Aw. Look. The Rock got a 15-minute standing ovation for his movie The Smashing Machine. Thank God The Rock. Thank God The Rock is finally doing a movie. Thank God he's actually making a film. It is now, bro. Nah, it ain't that. It's Twitter. Like, thank God for Dwayne Johnson actually doing a real movie. No offense, but every movie he's done has been like, hey, I'm The Rock. Hey, I'm The Rock. Hey, I'm The Rock. Hi, I'm The Rock. I'm The Rock. Did you know I'm The Rock? I'm The Rock and I sing. I'm The Rock. It's like every single movie, bro. Same person all the time. So frustrating. So freaking frustrating. It's awful. But now, yeah, man. The Rock in a horror movie, imagine. Yeah, I'm The Rock. I'm The Rock. I'm The Rock. I'm not The Rock. But I'm just like The Rock. Didn't he come on that new woke movie Snoop said was too much? Woke media going after the kids now? Are you? You're trolling, right? There's no way you just left that. There's no way you just left that. Woke. There's no way you went into my chat and left woke stuff, like woke complaints. Like, you're trolling. There's no way. There's no way. I'm gonna ignore that. Snoop Dogg's lame. for that. He need to grow up. He need to explain some of those lyrics to his grandkid. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited because the Safdie brothers are great. I think it was, which Safdie brother directed this one? Was it Ben Safdie? I don't know. One of the Safdie brothers directed this one. He's right next to him. I recognize his face. He also starred in that's not him. There he is right there. He also starred in Good Times. So yeah. They have a knack for getting guys that aren't considered great actors and making them great actors. So you love to see it. They did it with Adam Sandler. Did it with Robert Pattinson. And then before that, they used to take guys and women that weren't even actors and put them in the movie. They're really impressive. Regarding Sochan, okay, let's see. Let's find it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He was. But like Uncut Gems was on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Like Uncut Gems should have won an Oscar. He should have been nominated for an Oscar. It's very stupid that it wasn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was in a commercial. All right. I don't think, full transparency, I don't think we're going to understand a word from this, okay? Because this is from Poland. But yeah, Sochan is very famous. Very famous in his country, in his home country. He's very famous. They love him over there. Let's take a look at this commercial. Oh my God, that's loud. Was that loud for you guys? Oh my goodness. That blasted my ears. I need to turn my stuff off. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Jestem graczem, ale nie tylko granie mi w głowie. Lubię obcować z naturą, zająć czymś ręce. Odpłynąć gdzieś myślami.
Why does this commercial have so much energy? This is better than all American commercials combined. What is going on? This has so much energy. It's only 17 seconds in. What is going? Oh my God.
Zawiesić na czymś ucho. Ogarnąć to, co mam na głowie. Bo super jest pamiętać, że gra to nie wszystko. Super bet. Graj odpowiedzialnie.
That was cool. Old Spice? That's true. Old Spice is top tier. I'm not gonna lie. Old Spice is very surreal and top tier. I can't lie there. I can't lie there. That was pretty good. That was pretty cool. What? What are you guys talking about? You guys talking about all kinds of stuff. It reminds me of Old Spice too. Yeah, a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the it's real. I hate that I don't understand any of this, obviously. But like it's all over the place. Is that real? I think that was real. Wait, not that. That's not real. What he's holding is real. Pretty neat. I like this commercial. We know what's going on there. I like it. I thought he was French. He's like 50 million other things, man. He's like 50 million things. Like he's not, yeah. He's a lot of things. I'll be honest with you. He's a lot of things. Okay. All right. I had something else to go over. I'm so happy to see this. The Smash Machine getting 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. You guys have no idea how... It's like, I don't mean to be like mean, but I've really hated seeing The Rock. Like, really hate seeing The Rock. You have a sponsor now? Yeah. Sleeper. Sleeper's the sponsor. If you guys can, especially if you're of age, join... I got a point. Join Sleeper. We're going to go through it more. what I'm going to end up getting is some software so I can actually show it on my phone and walk you through it, and then we can just do it that way. That would be like much better. Right now, couldn't really figure it out, but going to be doing that pretty soon. But for the season, Sleeper sponsoring these live streams, and it's going to be great, man. It's going to be really cool. So yeah. The Rock or John Cena? John Cena easily. Like, as far as acting, John Cena. The Rock used to be a really bad actor. All right, here it is. Okay. All right. Okay, so I've been looking for this for a while, you know, since people have been posting about it the last couple days. And shout out to Jeff G Spurs for posting this, because I couldn't find it anywhere. Okay, so it was one of those situations where people heard it on the radio, people took the quote, started posting it. But yeah, it's right. Oh wait, actually, it wasn't just him that posted it. Okay, cool. Cyrus XM posted it. So Bonner had something to say about Devin Vassell, and all I saw was the quote. So I wanted to go over this because someone earlier in the chat actually mentioned Devin Vassell. And hold on, it was like one of the first messages or first chats on here. What was it about Devin? If I can find it. You guys started talking about like baseball and here it is. It was Mr. Josh G. See, I see all comments. You guys think I don't see comments. I see you. He says, I think Devin Vassell coming off the bench this year, it's also a make it or break it year for him. I feel like him coming off the bench will help keep him healthy. I think he's going to go hard. All right, so pretty positive comment. I'll give you my thoughts on that in a second. But, you know, I think it is related to whatever Matt Bonner's talking about here. So let's listen to what he had to say.
One of my big keys to the Spurs' success, Devin Vassell. I think he's underrated.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit because it was turned down kind of low. I didn't realize.
One of my big keys to the Spurs' success, Devin Vassell. I think he's underrated. He's sneaky, super athletic on both ends of the floor. You just got to stay healthy, stay on the floor. When people look at their roster, they forget about him. And, like, he's a really good player. So I think, like, he gives them, like, a really good third scoring option that can go off and be that X factor when they need it. I
absolutely agree. Now I'm gonna I'll just have it play, even though, you know, it's just gonna be this little visual. It's not really doing anything. So I completely agree with what he has to say. Okay, so first and foremost, I've said this so many times, Devin Vassell is a third, fourth option on a team, right? Like, a lot of people got upset about the inconsistencies, which I agree with you. The inconsistencies were not great this season, but the inconsistencies actually didn't it didn't really show up as much in his stats as you would think. I think it was more so just kind of, I don't want to just say vibe, because you're going to think like, oh, it's just a vibe, then what does it mean anything? But it's been kind of games where he's more aggressive than other games, right? Like there's games where he'll attack the rim relentlessly, and now he's opening things up for his game and his teammates. And then there's games where he's just a little bit more passive, right? Like his defense is always consistent, but offensively he becomes a little bit more passive. He's just kind of in the background. And when we have a team that can't afford for Devin Vassell to be a little inconsistent with his aggression, it really shows, and that's what leaves us watching him and leaving these games saying, wow, he needs, I never said this, but people are like, he absolutely needs to go. He needs to be traded right now. And I don't blame people for it, because when he is like our second option, or we desperately need him to compensate for the lack of defense we have coming off the bench and stuff like that, so he has to score even more than maybe if he had a better team around him, I completely get why people will be upset and saying he needs to go. He's not a second option to Wemby. I think that is blatantly obvious that he's not a second option, but I am not one to be like, he's our third or fourth option, he has to go. I do not understand that at all. What you mean? Wait, WYM means what do you mean, right? You probably need to elaborate on that a little bit, and I can try to tell you what I mean. But if he's a third or fourth option, you can have a guy afford to be a little inconsistent, aggressive rise, right? That's like totally fine. And you're actually going to be very deadly if you have a better team in front of him. And like Matt Bonner said, he's a guy that people kind of forget about, right? Because you have other things to worry about. And they also forget him because sometimes he's not as aggressive, right? And he's mentioned this. This isn't something that's coming just from fans. Like, he's mentioned, hey, sometimes I'm not as aggressive as I should be, right? And the coaching staff has mentioned it as well when they talk about Devin, like, hey, he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, not in a negative way, but just saying, hey, he's very important for us, right? But yeah, he has games where he can just go off, right? He can just absolutely go off. He's making incredible shots. He's hitting threes from everywhere on the court. And now that you have a Fox who can really bring a lot of rim pressure, because I thought that Chris Paul would be able to help with this, but Chris Paul is obviously declined quite a bit from his heyday, which is okay. It's totally fine, right? It happens to everybody, but he doesn't bring the same type of rim pressure as somebody like Fox will bring, right? Or even somebody like, Harper getting added to this team. And we all know that Castle can finish pretty strong. So he has quite a few guys that's going to make his job much easier, and we have so much more talent. And we're not going to rely on him to, we need you to score 20 plus points per game. We do not need that, right? If he plays I really mean this, if he plays the exact same way as we seen this and the season prior, Devin Vassell is going to be so important for this team, right? Sometimes it is just circumstantial. Sometimes it is just in the middle of a game and what you need, right? But everyone is dependent on the team around him. He's not a superstar. He's not even a star. I don't know. Devin Vassell may make an all-star appearance, maybe, but the Spurs will have to be like really good, and it'll be Wemby kind of bringing him in as things happen, right? You have a superstar, then you kind of, just because how good that team is, other guys start to get voted in. So maybe, probably not, right? So, but at the end of the day, I think I completely agree with this, and I really want to see Devin Vassell with a team that's just much better now, where we don't have to rely on him to be the second option. I think he's going to be very scary. I look at this roster and I see almost no gaps. The only gaps I see is, Castle needs to work on his shooting, his outside shooting. Obviously, Sohan, he's working on that. So hopefully he's much better. Just be consistent. Just be a consistent guy that can score about, 2 threes in a game. That's fine. That's all I'm asking for. Nothing crazy. And the same thing with Fox had a season where he was really good from outside, but Fox, hopefully he can be someone that's pretty good, outside scoring. So some things have to come together, but for the most part, defensive wise, the amount of depth coming off the bench, I'm not really that. Yeah, I think we have a pretty great team on paper. And to what Mr. Josh said here, as far as like, will Devin Vassell come off the bench? I think so, right? Like, I'm not opposed to him starting, right? I'm not opposed to it. But I just like kind of the mixture of guys that are a little bit more experienced coming out the bench versus starting. That's why I'm a huge advocate for Harper starting, especially at least at some point in this season. I'm hoping earlier than later, just because, okay, he's a young guy. He'll be surrounded by Fox, Wemby. Sohan's been in the league a little bit, he's been in the league longer than Wemby, and then you got Harrison Barnes, and he could be like kind of that dynamic player next to these more seasoned guys around him, and we could really bring some heat. And then you have Castle and Vassell come off the bench, and I just don't know if any other bench units is touching this. Like they are very talented, right? I just like that balance that you could do with that. So yeah, I'm really excited. Luckily, Vassell is a player that kind of fits with any team, right? Like he just kind of does. Like any team can use a guy like this. So I can't really imagine a team that Vassell goes to that he's not impactful, right? Or they can't use them. So that's a very good thing. So regardless of the direction that our boy Mitch Johnson goes in, Devin Vassell is going to be utilized pretty well, right? Yeah. He said, unfortunately, Devin Vassell's skill sets are perfect for off the bench, but I don't want him to do that. You don't want him to come off the bench. I mean, it's fine if he come off the bench. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, I mean, if it feels like sometimes he is in the zone, sometimes he's not, and it turns into Allen Iverson argument. If you have a bad shooting night, you should still shoot. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately for us, we've been in a position where Devin had to be the guy, right? And the question when we got Wemby was, can he be that second guy next to Wemby? Can he be his CJ McCollum to our Dame, right? I mean, they never won a championship, so I guess that's not a great example. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right? Like, can he be the Baines to our Ja, you know? And I don't think he can. I don't think he's that type of player, right? I think he's a third or fourth option, and he's a very great one at that. And I don't think that... Oh, another thing, I didn't even bring this up. Another reason why so many people, like, really smack Devin Vassell down throughout the season is because of the contract as well. So you have to bring that up. Like, people did not like the contract. Me, like I said before, and I'll say it again, go and look at other guys that's making about the same amount, right? And also you got to look at, like, the percentage which he's taking from the cap. It's not as bad, especially when you compare him to his peers, right? There were plenty of his peers that were not performing well whatsoever with the same amount of money, either injured or just not playing as well at all, right? The first person that comes to mind is DeJounte Murray. Like, he ended up getting injured, but before that, he was horrible. Absolutely horrible. So yeah, Devin is definitely worth the money, especially if you look at his peers. I don't think he's as bad as people made it out to be. Ant-Man to our Gobert. Okay. TJ McConnell to our Halliburton. There you go. There you go. People bringing some comps out. There you go. Yeah. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to it. I think that he's going to do great. And I don't think we'll notice the inconsistencies this time around. I don't think you'll notice, oh, he wasn't as aggressive this game. You're not going to notice. You're not going to notice. Because we got too much talent. You know? We just got too much talent. Kobe to Shaq. Yeah, can he be the Kobe to our Shaq? I guess. That works. Tony to our Duncan. Tony to our Duncan? I feel like I had something else. Tomorrow, Tuesday. Maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I did. Oh. What is this? This is crazy. This is crazy because, chat, you guys literally just... Someone in chat, I'm sorry, I'm missing the name, literally just asked me about Wemby's condition. And we have a post here from just a few hours ago. Let's see what this is. This is from Athlon Sports. Did I say that right? And they have some stuff on it. Fresh intel on the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama after blood clot issues emerges. So let's see. Let's read through this small article here. So Victor Wembanyama's 2024-25 season ended abruptly in February after the San Antonio Spurs star was diagnosed with blood clot issues. Came out of nowhere, guys. I was scared out of my mind when I first read that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That just sounds scary. I just didn't like it. The Frenchman was even the front runner for the Defensive Player of the Year before becoming ineligible due to his absence. He should have 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards thus far in his career. Unfortunately, he does not. And knowing Wemby, I mean, he wants it all, right? He's like Kendrick Lamar. He's like, I deserve it all. But at the same time, I think he cares more about the W's than, individual awards. But yeah, he should have got it. He should have got it. The Spurs center played for 46 games, averaged 24.3 points, 11 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.1 steal, and 3.8 blocks per game. I wonder how long it's going to take before he gets a MVP, because I don't know. I don't think people are going to be that impressed with like the amount of rebounds that he'll always get. Like he'll always average at least 24, like in my opinion, right? He's just too talented not to. Rebounds, he'll always have that. Blocks, I think he'll always basically have that. I just wonder what it's going to take for him to actually get MVP. It might have to be like 27 points per game. I don't know. What you guys think? Anyways, averages were insane. Early in July, Wembanyama confirmed his recovery from blood clot issues, telling Maxim Aubin that he's officially cleared to return. Did we go over this? We did not. I sat down with Victor Wembanyama for an in-depth 30-minute conversation in Las Vegas. We did not go over this. Where's the video? Okay. If you guys can find this video, send it to me on Twitter, okay? Where the heck is this video? 30 minutes? I'll go over the whole thing. Okay. But he officially cleared to return. It just happened. I got the green light from the Spurs medical staff just a few hours ago. I'll finally be able to play a bit of basketball again. It's official. Victor Wembanyama is back. I'm officially cleared. It just happened. Yeah, I'm gonna need that video. I'm gonna need them to hand over that video. Where is that? But if anybody finds it, just tag me. Just tag me on Twitter. You can just say @Clan the Spurs fan and tag me where I can find it. You can send it to my email. That's cool too. ClanTheSpursFan@gmail. Like, cause where is it? Now, based on the latest reports about his current activities, Wembanyama is working hard to get himself back to game conditioning. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, the 21-year-old, man, he's only 21, y'all. People looking up to him, and I don't mean by just from his height. Players look up to him, and he's 21 years old. There is going to be a crazy influx of tall players trying to play like guards because of Wemby. Like how Steph Curry changed the NBA. I think Wemby is going to be doing the same thing, right? A lot of people. Well, I'll bring this up in a minute. But anyways, it says played in some recent full court runs in Los Angeles, Loyola Marymount, Los Angeles, and was said to have looked quite stellar. The Spurs made some improvements in the offseason in a bid to surround Wembanyama with complementary talents, aside from trading for Kelly Olynyk and signing Luke Kornet. Huge deals, by the way. In free agency, San Antonio also drafted guard Dylan Harper, number 2 overall pick. I cannot believe we got the number 2 overall pick. It is so over for the NBA. With Wembanyama set to return healthier and better in 2025-26 season, and the Spurs adding their core that also features the star De'Aaron Fox and 2025 Rookie of the Year Steph Castle, the future is definitely looking bright for San Antonio. I completely agree. I absolutely love the way that this team is shaping up. But that's the news we have so far. So it looks like Wemby is doing pretty doggone well. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I am truly blown away by the fact that he's only 21 years old. I was not expecting that. I mean, I was expecting that. I mean, I just wasn't expecting him to get as much praise as he getting now. So what I was going to say was, like, he's going to change the NBA the same way that Steph Curry did, but similar to Steph Curry, like, how could I say this? Steph Curry, the way that he shoots the ball is on a whole nother level than everyone else. So even though we get like imitations and we get guys that come into the league that's playing like him, they're not Steph Curry, right? And I think it'll be the same thing with Wemby. Like, we're going to have so many centers, taller guys coming to the league that got some handles, and he's going to be taking over the league so heavy that every NBA team is going to be trying to grab him, right? It's very similar to how, like, in the draft, so many teams wanted like really strong power forwards and centers due to guys like Chris Webber, Shaq, Tim Duncan, it was just so many players that fit that archetype that just dominated the NBA, and guys drafted based on that. And I think it's going to be a lot of guys that's drafting based on what Wemby does, but they'll never be Wemby, Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. Yeah. Wemby wave. It's going to be a Wemby wave. Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a Wemby wave. But they won't be as good at as them. They'll never reach this type of height, right? Yeah. Hakeem. Yep. Ewing, KG, Dennis Rodman. Yep. Not Dennis Rodman, even David Robinson. Sorry. Yep. Yeah. So we're going to see the same thing, but they're just not going to touch Wemby. It's just too much. It's just too much. And this is no disrespect. Okay, this is no disrespect, but I don't even know if guys that come in are going to be able to be as good as Chet, right? Like, Chet's really good to be that size and have the handles that he has. Fortunately for him, I guess you get a championship out of it. But I was going to say, unfortunately, he hasn't really been with a team where he can experiment a little bit. He's just been a role player for them. But Chet's pretty good. Not as good as Wemby, though, and that's the point. I think that, I think Chet is like a couple tiers under Wemby, to be honest. And I think that guys that come in are going to be a tier or two under Chet, right? You'll never touch what Wemby's doing. But we're going to see some imitators. People are going to grow up and be inspired by the way he's playing. And we'll probably start seeing that more and more once he's around his prime. Maybe let's say like when Wemby's like 7-8 years, give some guys that 7 or 8 years, six or seven. Let's say 6 or 7 years. We'll start seeing those guys, right? Because at that point they will be about like 11 years old right now. And then they're hitting their growth spurts, and they're trying to play like Wemby. It won't take long. It didn't take long for us to see Steph Curry imitators, so we'll see. Just like anything. You listen to hip hop, a lot of hip hop sound the same because you got a lot of imitators. Okay, you got a lot of imitators. Migos was the first. Well, I guess they weren't the first, but they were one of. Well, I would say maybe Lil Wayne, kind of that like slurred, mumbly type of rap, kind of. Maybe Lil Wayne a little bit, maybe Migos. But Lil Wayne was really talented. He's hotter. He's hit or miss. Lil Wayne's very hit or miss, but you saw a lot of imitators, right? And it's just not. You're not as good. There's tiers. There's some big tiers between you. You saw some Eminem imitators. You're not Eminem. You can try to be. The The closest person that got to Eminem was probably Hobson, and he's not him. He's not him. I would say Tyler the Creator did pretty good. He was pretty close. I like the direction he went in. I like his music a lot. I mean, King Von and YNW Melly. Are you comparing those two, or? By the way, completely off topic. King Von, I watched a video, like that 3.5 hour video on YouTube about him being a serial killer. Jeez, man. I know everyone is a product of the environment. No one's born evil or whatever. But jeez, man. Good God. Good God. You guys should definitely watch that. It's insane. I had no idea how much glee he got out of killing. It's very scary, man. Yeah, both of them killed one of them. Must have copied. King Von like rebelled in it though. I don't know. Anyways, what were we talking about? Wemby. Good news. Good news. Good news, everyone. I'm happy to hear that Wemby's doing all right. It's good to hear Wemby's doing all right. Oh, by the way, I'm going to bring this up. There we go. I'm going to talk to you guys. We can keep this up. I'm going to talk to you guys, though. So I got a few questions. Okay. So I want to talk about movies for a second because I just saw a movie. Have you guys seen, what's it called? Bring Her Back. Chad, have you seen Bring Her Back? The horror movie? Crap, I'm going to mute this. I don't know why I have that up. Oops. Is it this one? Okay, there we go. Not I. You guys definitely should have watched it. Yeah, I was watching lazy video on the marketing for it. For Bring Her Back? No, I can't do horror. Okay. Big E's. Tell me the last horror film you watch, right? And explain to me why you can't do horror. This is not a cult. I'm so confused. Tell me why you can't do horror. I think I can convince you out of it. We're at it again. Super creepy website. What? Not yet. What? What are we talking about? But end up being marketing for the movie. Oh, okay. Want to though? Oh, see the movie. You want to see the movie? Gotcha. I wanted to know why this person wouldn't watch Our Everyday Lives Already a Horror. That is true. Just don't like anticipation. Tell me some of your favorite movies, because I don't think that's a good enough explanation. I don't like anticipation. You mean jump scares? You don't like jump scares. Is that what you mean? Anticipating a jump scare? Because I guarantee you like thriller films that would have you on the edge of your seat, right? Like I Saw the Devil. That's not a horror movie. But my God, I'm on the edge of my seat during that film. So, yeah. Maybe it's just the jump scares you don't like? Exactly. Last horror movie I saw was Michael Parsons being traded to. That definitely gave me a jump scare. Like knowing somebody's going to die and get messed up. Knowing someone's going to die and get messed up. I need to know what movies you... Because here's the thing, man. Like a lot of horror films, especially nowadays, because a lot of guys... How can I explain this? A lot of filmmakers aren't allowed... I don't want to say not allowed, but in order to make a film and for it to be seen, they have to make a horror film nowadays, right? Like it's just the reality of the situation and what studios are willing to like dish out, what type of money they're willing to dish out, and they'll dish out some money for a horror film because they know that butts are going to be in seats regardless if the movie's good or not. Like they're going to make their money back and more, so they just dish out just a few million. So we're getting this influx of really great horror films. But here's the thing. Horror films, while it has the horror tropes, right? It has the darkness behind it. Like, yeah, it might be leading to some deaths here and there. But, like, the drama element of it, the character development, the world building, it has been on a whole nother level in the past decade as far as horror films. Like, it's the point of horror films are no longer jump scares and people die. Like, that's not the point of them anymore. Like, you have horror films that hit on so many different things, right? You have horror films that hit on the horror of STDs, right? You could do It Follows for that. You have the horror that comes from parenting or being a single parent in Bbaaabbyy, right? Like, you have family drama, right? And the horror that comes from that in Hereditary. You have the horror of breakups in Midsommar. You have, I guess it's about death, but like Grief is Talk to Me and Bring Her Back. It just seemed like so many movies, they're doing more than just being scary and just people die. Like it's so much more now, you know? I don't like horror movies with divine beings or supernatural entities. You don't have to. Well, I'm trying to think the most recent ones that came out. Okay, Bring It Back has some supernatural elements, obviously. Weapons has supernatural elements. Weapons is really great. That's a really great movie. 5 out of 5, easy. I think some of the horror movies I've seen recently. I'm gonna go to my letterbox and see the last horror movies I've seen. Horror movies are fun. Yeah, I mean, I understand if like I always ask people, like, when they say I don't like horror movies, I just wonder which horror movies have you seen? Because I'll tell you this right off the bat. My mom hates horror movies. That's what she said. And she saw Weapons and she loved it, right? Because horror movies are different than they used to be. And I think a lot of people expect to go in and it just be death. Like, oh my God, here we go. Jump scares, death. That's all this movie is. And that's the whole thrill you get out of it. But that is not the case anymore. Like, horror movies on a whole nother level now. You know? So yeah, I hate to hear people say like, yeah, I'm not into horror movies, because I think you're missing out on literally some of the best media we have right now. And I hate that. You know what I mean? I love horror movies when October comes around. Oh yeah, watching old school horror movies is pretty dope. Watching horror movies as a kid hit different. Well, horror movies as a kid weren't that great. And the whole point of it was to like scare you, right? But yeah, it is a lot of nostalgia thinking back, like going to Blockbuster, getting a horror movie, having some popcorn like at home. It's a lot of nostalgia with that. I get it. It's crazy, man. Like, things have changed so much till there was a video store not that far from me. It's closed down now. And I remember going over there like just like a few years ago, and I was like, man, I'm so excited, right? Like, the person I was dating at the time, I was like, we got to stop by here. We got to stop here. We got to get a movie. We got to Like, I was so excited for it, right? And I went in, and it was just like something came over me, and I was like, this is a waste of time. I could just stream this. I gotta pay like $5 to rent this and then bring it back within this time frame. Like, I can just stream it, you know? That kind of made me a little sad to feel that way, but I mean, it's the reality. It is what it is. Things are better. Things are just better now. And in a lot of ways. A lot of ways things aren't better, but in other ways it is better. Life's a little bit more convenient. And that's what humans strive for, right? Everything we do is to be a little bit lazier. And that's normal. It happens. Do you collect any physical media like movies? I really need to. I haven't in a while. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I just haven't in a while. The only stuff I collect is like vinyl or, I collect, anime stuff, manga. Yeah. Go see The Black Phone. You'll be so bored and forget to be scared. Can someone explain to me why people like The Black Phone? I never understood that. I do not understand. Yeah, them spirits ones do mess with me as well. Gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the last ones I've seen. But yeah, can someone explain to me that, please? I never understood why people like Black Phone. I don't understand why people like Black Phone. I don't understand why people like Long Legs. I don't understand why people like Ghost Story. I don't get it. I don't get it. These movies like kind of whack to me. Hold on. Go to my letterbox real quick. Horror movies are great. Horror movies are great now. At one point, they were like one of the worst, like worst genres you can go see in theater. Now it's like must-see movies coming out. We're in a golden age of horror, kind of like how the 90s. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but like the 90s were like the golden age of comedy. We just had so many comedians, just so many. Well, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler. Well, Martin Lawrence was like early 2000s, and it's not like all his movies were great. What other comedians am I thinking of? Because Chris Rock didn't come up until later. Like Chris Tucker. Well, no, Chris Rock. Did Chris Rock make? No, he didn't really make any bangers. He was in Pootie Tang. When did that come out? But that doesn't count. Yeah, because Martin Lawrence stuff was the early 2000s mostly, I think. But like how the 90s were the golden age of comedy, I feel like the 2020s, maybe even 2010s into the 2020s, we're in a golden age of horror, you know. Black Phone, the Ethan Hawke one? Yeah, that's the one. Clan, has this happened to you? You see previews for a horror movie and you hesitate to watch it. You end up going and watching it, but it wasn't scary at all. Yeah. I just don't know. I try my best not to watch too many trailers. Because it's just hit or miss as far as trailers. Like, either they're gonna keep it mysterious for you, or they're just gonna give you the whole movie, and I just try not to like. I try not to watch too many trailers. Like a lot of times with movies, I find out who's involved in it, kind of what's the premise, and I'm ready to roll with it, right? Or I'll see the trailer really early, not watch any more trailers on it. Once I'm interested, I'm interested. Because the thing is, if I'm interested in a movie after the first trailer and some information, a second trailer isn't going to sway me one way or the other, right? All it's going to do is give me more scenes of that movie. So I don't really worry about it. You make good clans. Points Clan. My girlfriend tells me I should watching them as well. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let's go to Letterbox. Hold on. If I just go to my Letterbox here. Follow me on Letterbox, by the way. Follow me on Letterbox. Go to my profile. Let's see all the ones I've seen recently. Recent activities. All right, let's see. What is this really the order in which? No, this isn't the order. This order's off. That's fine. We can just do it by genre. Oop, not history. As you can see, I don't watch too many history movies. Wait, did I just put in horror? Oh, history and horror, no. All right, so yeah. So let's see. This movie sucked. Didn't like Long Legs, but like The Substance, right? Like that's a body horror film. But it's how can I explain what Substance is about without like spoiling anything? I guess just the theme. The theme is beauty standards, right? Like horror films are hitting on so many different things. All right, so check this out. Just listen to this. So weapons is nothing really specific, but it's kind of how kids are weaponized, right? They're weaponized through war. They're weaponized with. They don't really talk about it directly, but kids are weaponized quite often. So that's kind of what this theme is, like how kids are being weaponized. Bring Her Back is about grief. What is Sinners about? Sinners is about cultural appropriation, right? That's a horror film about cultural appropriation. Nosferatu is just kind of a remake of the old Nosferatu, but I don't know what it would be the horror of. What do you guys think? Lust? I don't really know. I gave it a 5 out of 5 though. It's so good. Companion's okay. I liked it okay. I'm not gonna focus in on that. It just felt like a Black Mirror episode. Heretic is the horror of religion, right? And more specifically, like how sometimes religion can strip you from your own identity, right? And you're just a vessel for a church. So yeah, you're just part of a game. So Heretic is really great. I really loved Heretic. I was like so happy watching that. I was just happy watching that one. Substance is about beauty standards, the horror of that. Oddity is just a really great horror film. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know if I could say a specific theme for Oddity. It's just really creative and really smart, and it's very scary. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the TV Glow. That's the horror of not being able to live your true gender identity, right? So a lot of trans people related to I Saw the TV Glow, but I think anybody can kind of relate to it. I mean, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's not as great as some of these other ones. I'll be transparent, but I liked it. Let's see. Godzilla Minus One is considered a horror movie. Okay. Evil Dead Rise was just scary. When Evil Lurks, that movie is just really well done. I don't know if there's really a theme necessarily. Late Night with the Devil is so creative. Like she takes a pill. What's up? Ooh, is that the one about the woman trying to look younger? Yes. So you seen that? Yeah, that's a horror film. Undoubtedly a horror film. Yep. That was cool. Not amazing, but cool. Creative nostalgia. Isolation horror. What is wrong with you? 70s, 80s is a golden age of horror. I said we're going into a new, maybe it's a new age. That's fine, but like we're in a golden age of horror right now. I do agree with you though, because when did The Shining come out? 90s good too, but 2000s is pretty trash except for a few here and there. Yeah, that's true. 70s, 80s was pretty great because The Shining came out in what, when did The Shining come out? I don't know. Anyways, you should definitely watch Late Night with the Devil. It's very creative. I never seen a horror movie like it. It's like you're watching a train wreck. It all takes place like during a television program, and it feels like you're actually watching the thing. Megan's okay. Talk to Me is good. Barbarian's good. Smile scared me. Let's see. I feel like the menu was good, but it fell a little flat. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Black Phone, as you can see. I agree with the other chatter. I was kind of bored out of my mind. Saint Maud is phenomenal, right? It's also about religion, schizophrenia, how those two play a part. And I'm just a sucker for unreliable narrators, and it's a movie that's definitely like unreliable narrators. Freaky was whack. Invisible Man was pretty whack in my opinion. Old was horrible. Late Night Solo was okay. Lamb was okay. trying to see any other ones that like stand out that you might like. You know, getting outside of your typical horror stuff. Hereditary, masterpiece. Get Out, masterpiece. It Comes. This is a creative one. It's not super scary. It's definitely a horror movie. It's not super scary, but you should watch it. It's a Japanese film. It Comes. Really good. It says, to protect his family from a mysterious being, a man joins forces with a journalist and an exorcist, but they come to learn what they are dealing with is beyond their imagination. It's a really good movie. There's another kind of like late night, but more indie, but still pretty dope. I can't remember the name though. Someone told me to watch, no, someone didn't tell me this. I was watching an interview with Zach Kreger. He did an interview with Double Toasted, and I was like, oh, thank God he got an interview with Double Toasted. I guess another interview with Double Toasted, because I really like Double Toasted. And it was Dead Mail. He said to watch this, so I put it on my watch list. So yeah. He said it was made by like 2 teachers or something with like a very small budget. 2 fans? Wait. Okay. Oh, wait, how does that work? How does that work? I thought 2 people rated it. And I was like, how did they? Okay, so quite a few people saw it. I'm gonna check it out. Wait, did they? I'm confused on how this works. I don't know. I'm gonna see it soon. I don't have a letterbox. Can I get that in Australia? I think so. Yeah, just download. Doing this made it so much easier for me to just like find movies, man. It made it so much easier. Cause Lord knows, like, trying to find a movie to watch was so frustrating. Like, you can go to films here. You can say, look, I'm looking, I want something really great, right? You can say highest rated first. Boom. Now here's a bunch of films, right? Best of the best. Breaking Bad's right there. Yes. You know this is top tier. Then you say, all right, I want a genre. Let's do crime. All right, okay. It's a few old movies on here, okay? I don't like old movies. Let's do 2020s. Boom. You got some of the best. The Batman was really good, and I love Adolescence. Anatomy of Fall. Why haven't I watched this movie yet? I'm an idiot. But yeah. You'll never not have a movie to watch. It Comes. What kind of movies you watching? Giggity. It Follows was dope. It Follows was dope. Yeah, It Comes is hold on. See the real name for it. What kanji is that? Would it be Kairu? I'm gonna put Romanji. Is it Kairu? Because Kairu's to come, right? What is it? Kuru. It's Kuru. Wait, what's Kaidu? To return or? Hold on. Oh, the act of returning or going home. That's Kaidu. So this is Kuru. Sorry. Kuru. It's back. So who came? I don't know. Clan, do you play scary video games like Dead Space? Or I haven't, but I've been told that I should do that on stream, which I think I should. I think I will. It's got to give me a minute. I'm gonna get somebody to make like logo for it and everything. But I want to make a separate channel because, you know, you have this one, we have Spurs Invasion, but I want to make a separate one that's like more miscellaneous stuff. So if I do live stream and I play a video game, we can just throw it on that one, right? That's what I want to do. I think that would be a good idea. So like, oh, I'm playing a video game, I'll throw that on there. Oh, we're going over this bit of music or something, I can throw it over there. Like, or we're done with the Spurs segment, so like now let's live stream and take a look at some music, and it won't be monetized, but I won't even upload it, but then I'll just put it over to the other one. Stuff like that. I wonder how people usually do that with music, like reacting to music. Or maybe I could just send people over to the other one. We just live stream on the other one. That might be a good idea. Just live stream on the other YouTube channel. Aliens Earth. Is it good? I don't watch a lot of Aliens content. I need to watch more. All right, guys. It's getting late. I need to go. But I definitely encourage you biggies to watch more horror movies. Because I know what you mean. I know, like, especially if you were watching horror movies, like, prior to this big surgence, you're just like, whatever, man. It's all just, the point of it is just to scare you. But check some out. Not all of them are like Terrifier, okay? Terrifier, it was fun. I'm not going to lie. I've only seen the first one. It was kind of fun. But not all of them are Terrifier, right? You have some very sophisticated horror. Try The Wailing. Try The Wailing. Try the Wailing. It's really good. I'm curious to see the last ones I got on here. Hold on. Goldfish was wild. Why did I give Strange Thing About the Johnsons a 3.5? That's kind of wild. I think it's a 4. That's a crazy short film. Audition. Tell the Two Sisters is my favorite horror movie ever. And obviously, I love me some Child's Play. I want to give it a 5, but I was being reasonable. Okay, being reasonable. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was freaking terrifying, bro. I seen it for the first time. I saw it for the first time. I went because this theater was playing it, and I was like, dude, this is like a snuff film. Thanks, clan. I'll suss out Letterboxd. I promise I won't cover my eyes watching them. It's okay, man. I was watching Weapons, and I closed my eyes a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you know jump scares are coming, man, it's hard just to take it. It's hard just to take it. But follow my my Letterboxd clan, the film fan. Yeah, follow this. I want to get to 100 followers. That would be nice. I think I have pretty good taste in movies. By the way, I saw Yes Got Yes a while ago. I just totally forgot that I've seen that movie. I came across some post on it and I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that. So then I put on here the review, which not really much. I don't put crazy reviews on here. Denzel joint, can't remember name. Horror flick. Denzel was in a horror movie? I know Denzel just got into, he was just in a new movie, and I saw it directed by Spike Lee, and I just don't want to watch it. Like, it's getting praised. I just don't want to watch it, bro. Fallen? Never heard of this. 1998 Fallen. Never once heard of this. I know it's probably pretty good because Denzel's in it. Or at least, even if it's bad, Denzel's in it. So, it's going on my watch list. By the way, when you're getting on Letterboxd, just so you know, like how their rating works. People on here are like cinephiles, okay? They absolutely love films. So if you see something that's that's over a 3 at all, it's really good. It's really good. And you see something that's a 4, it's a masterpiece, right? That's usually how that works. But not always, because I don't know, everyone loved Long Legs. Yeah, Long Legs doesn't count. But for the most part, well, the people I follow didn't look like they were that crazy about it. Nicolas Cage has top 5 most recognizable jawlines. Wait, he gave it a 4. He must have changed his review or something. Why would you change your review? Oh, Switch Hill, that's my friend. Largely derivative of better films, but it works pretty well. Cage is great as usual. I didn't think Johnny Cage was good in that movie. And yeah, I did think it just copied off of other movies. I'm not that crazy about it, as you can see. Fallen is okay. Fallen is good. John Goodman too. Okay, so it sounds like it's pretty divisive. It's fine. I know Denzel's in it, so even if I don't like it, I'll say Denzel was good. Have you seen Death Sentence? No. Last one I'm adding, and I'm getting off. 2007? I'm sure you're not talking about the 60s one. It's not amazing, but good cast and not disappointing or anything. Okay. Wait, who is that? That's Kevin Bacon? Yeah, very. It's 2007, but he looks even younger than that. Oh, directed by James Wan, huh? Only 55 people. Wait, that's not right. Not more people than that. But why I keep saying it? I guess you can make yourself a fan. See, now I don't even know what Letterboxd is anymore. You can make yourself a fan? How do you do that? I don't know how that works. All right. I'll give it to you guys later. I appreciate the love. If you can, follow me on Letterboxd. And also, head on over to Sleeper Picks. Go over to Sleeper Picks. Currently, they're doing some fantasy for football, so you can do it over there. But soon, I'll be able to talk to you a little bit more. I'm really excited for the NBA season because we'll really be able to ramp things up with that. But if you guys are interested at all, please head on over and use that code, okay? Show you boys some love. I will give it to you guys late to your Denzel tells the ghost, get your hands off me in the movie. Okay, this should be interesting. All right, I'll give it to you.